Good morning, everyone. We want to welcome you all to another episode of the Black Market Podcast presented by Hack the Markets. I am one of your co hosts, AC, also known as the Market Oracle.
I am the market prodigy. Some people know me as Jerome.
Raheem the Dream checking in. Let's get it.
Feeling like co-host Crowder today. What's going on?
You ain't gonna do 4K Ken,
Whoa,
man?
why you got to be so Kenny?
I like 4K,
I like 4K
Ken.
Ken, man.
Crowder just rolls too.
I like 4K Ken.
We might okay. I'll go 4K Ken.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like 4K Ken.
That'll work.
All right, Pierre.
My name's Pierre. I go by Haitian Sensation.
Ooh, the Haitian sensation.
Yeah, like
There
that.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
I see how you spent your weekend brainstorming.
Most definitely.
Indeed.
Hey, he
Yes,
brainstormed
sir.
real. Got that one.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so in the market, what you guys got, man? I got some interesting stuff if you guys want to start off with something interesting.
I'll start out with something.
Okay.
Well, y'all know it was coming, but they got y'all right where they want you now. They, as in these big box companies. So we know about what COVID did and what they've been talking about in the news, saying that inflation is coming. Well, it's already here. So Coca-Cola and Procter and Gamble have already announced that they plan on rolling out price hikes. So basically, what they're saying is that since COVID hit, when you think about how a product goes from its cycle of, say, like a, a product that they have to package and send to you, they're saying, well, let's say if it's like a grain or something, the people out in the fields, well, they're impacted by COVID too. So they have to maintain their 6 feet of social distancing. And then that makes it take a lot longer. Then you look at, well, when it's in the manufacturing plants, well, they're not at their full staff there. And then couple that with the fact of an increased demand in certain supplies, like y'all know about the toilet tissue and stuff like that, and the hand sanitizers, and
Mm-hmm.
so there's an increase in demand on that, but then there's low inventory as well because they can't produce it fast enough. So their bottom line, also known as their price per share, has been going down and they've been taking a hit. So they've been waiting on being able to pass off those rising costs to you. So what they did was they waited until the right time. They're saying, well, right now they think that people can afford it because they know that you guys have been getting those stimulus checks. So now that since you've been getting those stimulus checks, they
Everybody
say,
got
hey,
money in the bank.
everybody got money in the bank. It's not just stimulus checks, but it's
Shopping
tax
with the
season
bank.
too. It's tax season too.
Right.
So, and they're hoping that you won't um realize that they're raising the prices, but it's not just Coca-Cola and Procter and Gamble. They're on the first wave of it, but lots of companies are going to start coming out and raising their prices based on what's happened in the past year. So, what y'all think about that? We might be going back to the Great Depression.
It sound about right.
Hey,
No.
I still remember textbooks with people using like a wheelbarrow full of money just to buy a loaf of bread.
Oh man.
Seeing those pictures of Dust Bowl and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Back to the bartering. We got to barter.
Right.
But yeah,
They
inflation
sending
is
us
real.
backwards.
Got that dollar in, man.
It's almost like we're getting kind of taxed for something, that obviously wasn't anything we could have predicted. So from a business standpoint, you kind of have to understand like that's supply and demand. That's just what happens. But
Yeah, I mean, they have to, from a business standpoint, they're just preserving their margin. If they had a dollar margin on everything, well, all of that increased costs, operating costs or whatever, cut in on that margin, which is pretty much any company's bottom line.
And remember, we had talked about that raw material ETF that tracks that stuff. So I think it was Be Dry. We talked about that on one of these previous podcasts. So
Uh,
that is definitely something that we can look into as well to try to track some of this raw material prices because that right there, I mean, is pretty much where the inflation is, because once those prices go up, of course everything else goes up because it costs the company more to actually make the product, so of course they got to pass the cost on to you as the consumer. So I mean, it all makes sense though.
I mean, they gonna start hitting the normal people. You know, people like myself. I already been crying because of the inflation that hit the ammunition world
Yeah.
about a year ago, and still hurting. I hope
Mm.
somebody out there listening, y'all need to make my primers stop playing. That's it.
And you know the lumber industry is they're getting killed right now. Like lumber is extremely high right now. And then it's
Mhm.
not helping that they have the tariffs that Trump had introduced. So yeah, lumber just is expensive right now. Very expensive.
What else
But
y'all got? I know somebody got something
I was
super
about to say I got
exciting. A lot been
something.
going on.
Since we were just talking about inflation right there, I do have something.
What you got?
Um
What you got?
we got you know, people talk about like cryptocurrencies and all that type stuff. And you know, that's what they're using to, you know, fight inflation. Bitcoin and things of that nature. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I was searching the internet, guys, this weekend, and I found the secret to becoming Bitcoin rich. Y'all want to know what the secret is? Drugs.
Sure.
What's
It's drugs. Psychedelic mushrooms. Psychedelic mushrooms. That is
Not the
what this one
shrooms.
German billionaire said helped him. He was tripping on shrooms, and that is what helped him understand what Bitcoin is and how to actually trade it
Hey
and how
man,
to
this
make
is
money.
this is a family show. What kind of message is
right?
that?
Hey,
What kind of message is that? I
talk
need to get
to
high.
Christian Angermeyer. He's 43 and he accredits psychedelic mushrooms for his success.
What
Now,
about weed?
what's his net worth? How much has he made?
He's a billionaire.
Oh,
Wait,
What's the
wait.
connection? What's the connection with shrooms and
It
like
opened up his
understanding?
mind.
It opened up his mind and now he understands everything. He
He
says that the
understands the whole
billionaire
blockchain.
credited his first encounter
Hey,
with mushrooms as
he has
leading
been
to him finally understanding Bitcoin.
he's been enlightened.
He has
right.
seen the light, guys. And
Wait,
so
wait.
basically, if you want to see the light too, it seems like you need to get in on some mushrooms. So now I have some plays for you guys on this mushrooms because it seems like people are flooding the market now. We're talking about new the cannabis market, but screw the
Purple
cannabis
Urkel.
market. That's
Purple
old
Urkel.
news now. We're on to these
Oh,
psychedelics
oh.
now. So we out here tripping on shrooms now, man. So we got one psychedelic stock. It's called Mind Med. It
Hold
debuted on
on.
the
What
Nasdaq.
is what? This is prescribed legal shrooms, prescribed legal psychedelics.
I'm assuming so because
Hey,
we
you
got
can't have
that
nothing illegal and it's publicly traded.
exactly. But I mean, at the same time, look at it. You got Tilray, you got Cannabis Growth Company, you
Aurora.
have Afria, all these other people. I think Altura or something like that, or Aurora or something like that.
Aurora.
Yeah.
So you got all these people like that that are doing cannabis. I mean, it's still
Yeah.
illegal, and it's legal in certain parts of America, but still federally it's legal. Like if they
Mhm.
wanted to, the feds could come in at any time and they could, you know, seize all that stuff. Now, they're not going to do it probably just because it's legal in that state, but they do have the right to do it if they wanted to.
There is a notion that uh, shrooms help with depression. A lot of people who actually,
You
there's a
remember
notion
we
that it
talked about
cures
that.
depression.
You remember we talked about that a few episodes ago. So I want to go back to that as well when we talked about them throwing you into the avatar world. So all of this stuff is coming in full circle now. It all makes sense, man. Cause I got another play for you off this psychedelics. It's called Numinous. They're launching clinical trials of naturally derived psilocybin. That's the stuff that comes out of the psychedelic mushrooms. So that's what has you tripping, just
Oh
like
my
THC
God.
has you high
Listen
off
here.
of the marijuana. So yeah, hey,
All I'm hearing is that people are in a rush to run away from reality.
it
That's what it
sounds like it.
sounds
Cause
like.
guess what? I got
Right.
another one for you. Red Light Holland. Halo Collective and Halo Collective, they create a joint venture targeting Oregon, but so it seems like they have a medicinal psychedelic market in Oregon.
Well, I mean, it's Oregon, so you're gonna be
Oracle,
So
Oracle psychedelics. That's a like perfect hand in hand, ain't it?
hey,
Right. And then when you get your shroom, then you're gonna go invest in that cum rocket.
exactly.
Oh my
So
goodness.
you can get all the 18 plus paraphernalia that you want in NFT versions.
Oh man.
Speaking of
look.
NFTs, though, I
I
know
was gonna
we
say
had some talks about some
there's another
NFTs.
one that's popped off that's not the same type of thing. It's a little different. It's sports, but uh, they've got funny enough. They've got now that the NFL draft being tonight. You see,
All right.
Trevor Lawrence signed his contract with Blockfolio. His contract now will have a portion of it through crypto.
So who's
I
gonna
like the
be?
crypto talk.
Trevor Lawrence, the QB from Clemson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's expected to be number one pick, signed endorsement deal with crypto app Blockfolio. And then the Warriors, now that Steph Curry's having his year, they're allowing for NFTs to be created through all of their wins from the first championship they won all the way till the last.
Wow.
Hmm.
Kevin Durant invested in Coinbase in 2017, supposedly. So these
Man.
guys are taking advantage of this crypto stuff. We were just kind of behind the power curve a little
Yeah.
bit.
So you're talking about that. I saw something where it's another guy in the NFL. He said he just converted his entire salary of nearly about $1 million.
Yeah, I saw
The guy name was Sean Colkin.
Mhm.
And you know, like previously
It
we
was
had
Russell
another
Okung.
NFL player. His name was Russell Oken or Okun.
Okung, yep.
Yeah, he was the
Offensive
guy
line.
that first kind of started that wave off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, pay me in Bitcoin, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, they ain't paying me that, but once he got his check, basically he
Yep.
converted a lot of it over to Bitcoin, and that was like right before Bitcoin like really jumped up, and then they showed like this is what it was like. So let's say that he could have been like the 20th highest paid player if you compensate if you really calculated to how much his Bitcoin portfolio increased, that made him one of the highest paid players in the NFL for that year.
Exactly.
Crazy.
That was a very smart
Starting to
move.
roll out a lot of this stuff with like you can so their 2018 NBA championship, they're doing like 50 editions, 2017 50 editions, and as it keeps going farther and farther, they'll decrease the amount of NFTs that they're rolling out with. So
Hey, did they say anything about any Lakers NFTs coming out? You know, that's
they
my
haven't-
team right
Free
there.
I don't think
trades.
the Lakers are on board just yet, but I think
Right.
at least the next year.
Hey, y'all talking about some crypto, man. I got a nice gift that came in the
What
other
is that?
day.
Okay.
This is my crypto wallet
Wallet.
hardware. This is my
Okay.
crypto
Oh,
wallet.
hardware wallet.
This is gonna be the future, man. This is what you're gonna be paying it with at the grocery stores. Take your crypto off the cloud.
And put it actually on a wallet.
Get a hardware wallet on that thing.
Hey, where did you get it from? Did you order it off the internet?
Oh yeah, good old Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
So how do you pay with it? Is it just like your phone or whatever? You just tap it?
So, yeah, I'm actually not gonna be able to pay with this quite yet. We ain't all the way into.
I mean, I know that once they roll it out,
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is it'll probably be I think it's called NFT as well. no NFC, near field communication,
Yeah.
which they already have on
Yeah.
phones now. They probably
Uh-huh.
just added in there. You could just tap to pay on there.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I
what
would
I'm thinking.
assume too, because it makes it so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
There's already a technology that's out that's inside the phones and already inside of the readers. So I mean, it would only make sense to just go ahead and incorporate it that way instead of
That's
reinventing it and trying to
that's an
rebuild the
easy
wheel.
transition right there.
Yeah.
Look, they got so many things going on with Blockfolio, with these new wallets, with it's going to be interesting to see how they start to diversify the use of these things too. Whether you could do it and start just paying at the grocery store, like how Amazon's doing now. You don't even have to take it; you just use your hand.
Yep. Miss Cleo in the building.
Don't do it. I'm telling y'all, that's the
think
mark
in
of the
China-
beast.
In China, I think they letting you do the face scans for purchase already too.
Well, China, man, they already tracking everybody over there with the face scan. They know when you leave the house over there.
Dang.
I don't like that.
Well, I mean,
Very
like it's a
draconian.
communist country, so it doesn't matter what you like.
A face scan,
Yeah,
man.
it doesn't matter what you like. So don't go to
I'm
China,
buying
or
masks.
else, if you tell them you don't like it, it might be some consequences.
I'm buying masks. Man, you know how
You gonna
many
walk around like
twins
a
running
ninja.
around there?
Man, talking about masks on more COVID news.
You gonna
we
walk
got
around like a
young
ninja or
brands.
something, man.
You said
Sub-Zero
what?
What's that?
mask. Y'all seen
What's
Mortal
that?
Kombat?
Yeah, I saw more to come back. I am. Let me. No spoiler alert. See, you done got me on my soapbox about this.
Oh man.
I done waited 20 years for this movie to come out, and then it just went off. And the plot was terrible.
Wow.
The only thing good about it, modern day. I know some folks gonna be hating me for this. Modern day, the graphics and everything look great, but the plot sucked.
They
I'm
just
like,
made it
come
gory, man. I mean,
on,
shoot, it
man.
was just like fight. It was like we just chose two fighters, now fight.
Hey, that's what I like. Fight.
Nah, man, they could have laid it out a little bit better. And I'm still like, was that Johnny Cage or whatever? Like, that was terrible how they laid that out with Scorpion too, the relationship between Scorpion and Johnny Cage. I'm like, come on now.
Oh man, super
Hey.
spoiler alert.
Right. Now
I
I
didn't
gotta
even know Johnny Cage was in the movie.
where'd you
Hey.
watch it on?
Huh?
What'd you watch it on? How'd you find it?
Oh,
Oh, this
HBO
is
Max.
HBO Max.
Okay.
Yeah, HBO Max. Or you can go to the movie theater.
Or you can come
You
to
want to
my
go out
home,
here and risk,
my
because
home
the
theater that I
CDC said
have
that you can
in
go
my
outside
man
without a
cave.
mask on now if you're fully vaccinated. Just as long as you're not inside enclosed places and all that stuff. So
When you sit right next to somebody who start coughing and being weird, then what
Mhm.
happens?
So go ahead and go out here and enjoy the movie theater.
I don't know, man. That
They're
Jerome
gonna
man came
drink a drink
like
and it's just going, how you drink something or you eat a kernel of popcorn, it kind of gets stuck in your throat. You over there coughing, but you don't want to cough now because you think you're
Oh
gonna run out
boy.
the movie theater
you
now.
gotta start looking around and
Uh,
trying to
you
figure
know,
out your exit.
when you're at the nice movie theater and you press the button for them to come to bring the
Yeah.
stuff to you, they gonna convert that now. There's gonna be a second button when somebody coughing or whatever. You just hit the button.
You
Tell
hit the
them,
button. Hey, get in here.
hey, you
Get
like
in
this.
here.
Right.
Hey, you like this.
Go and log out for me. Appreciate it.
Get them up
Hey,
out of here.
can you like
Get up
move,
outta here.
please? Get out of here. That is hilarious.
Alert.
Yeah, what you had right here?
I'm about to say we're on the COVID vibes right now. Also earnings season, nice earnings season. Young Brands, which is the owner of like Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC, they just had higher than expected earnings. And what we would like to speculate on is that, with everything reopening and them having a higher than expected earnings, should give them some momentum to keep on pushing.
So why do we think they had a higher than a pretty good earnings? Was it because just people want fast food because they're not like sitting in restaurant, like sitting in restaurants and they just want the fast food and that was at a demand? Like you got Grubhub and Uber Eats and stuff like that. They
Mhm.
deliver from these places.
Yeah.
People got
That's a
tired
good
of paying
point.
that $10 just to get a $5 meal delivered. They said, I'm going to Taco Bell.
Man,
I'm not
I'm
finna
about to
do
say
it.
it still
I
costs
don't know
$10
about you
when you
guys,
get
but I'm
there.
not paying $7 to $8 to $10 for you to deliver me a $4 meal.
Your body gonna be paying for it. So one of the two trade-offs.
Facts. I think Moderna just got funded some more by the government too for their vaccine.
Speaking of vaccines, I know you guys seen that they have resumed. They hit play on Johnson and Johnson. They said, "Come
Man,
back, baby.
listen
We
here,
need
listen
you in
here.
our life."
I was I was talking to my mom the other day about that. You know, I look at that the same way I looked at when Texas said, hey guys, you don't have to wear your mask anymore. We know that there was no studies behind that. That was purely an economic decision that they made.
Speculation.
Right.
Right, it's speculation, and they're saying, hey, you go ahead, take your mask off or whatever, enjoy this. They didn't say that you are less likely to contract COVID from people, nothing like that. They,
Mm-mm.
that was all about money
Mm-hmm.
right there. So this same thing here with Johnson and Johnson. You think people ain't missing out on money when they hit pause on that thing? Because until I hear that they've said that, hey, this is what was causing the blood clots, and this is what we did to address it. Them hitting play on Johnson and Johnson means nothing to me.
Hey, they said don't worry about that, man. You worried about the wrong thing. Just take the COVID vaccine, man.
Right.
You
It was
scared of
one. It's
COVID.
only one
You
Hey,
shot.
ain't scared of black
You want to
clots. You scared
travel?
of
You want to go
COVID.
do the things you
hey,
love?
we talking about life.
We talking about COVID. We ain't talking about black clots. We talking about COVID.
Man, that's crazy right there. When I saw that, and I was like, there was nothing like substantial around it saying, "Hey, we remedied this. This is what we did. We got a brand new formula." Nothing. So
You don't
basically,
need a
what
new
they did,
formula,
you know,
man.
what if you didn't
You
put this
just say
thing
that, hey,
together
we
and
got
paid,
AstraZeneca out of here now. We got some new vials. They gonna say,
you
oh,
didn't pay
bet. Go ahead and
millions
start
of
running.
dollars and you done manufactured all of this stuff? You think they was finna throw it away?
Mm-mm.
No, sir. No can
Can't
do.
do that one.
They gonna give it to you for a discount. Mm.
Freer than free.
It said into 2021, those Pfizer shots are gonna start rolling out. So people have to get their second dose, or I guess it'd be third dose after 6 months.
And
I think
then on
Pfizer's
top of
looking to
that,
make pills by the end of the year.
How do you know, like with the dosages, like how do you know where to get Moderna and Pfizer? Is there somewhere where you can look? Usually say, hey, we have vaccines, but do you have to like call in and say, hey, what can you got?
yep,
Or do you just find out when you get there?
you better call because you're gonna
I
find
was
out
gonna
once
say,
you
you better do
get
your
there.
homework before you show up and
Right.
get a Johnson.
Hey,
Hey,
you be
or
like this. You be like, hold up. What's that? What's that?
or you can just show up, man, and just say mix and
You like,
mingle. Just do the
Do the
mix and mingle
cocktail.
like they've been trying to tell you to do.
Say do the
Get one of
cocktail
each.
AC.
Yeah, just it don't matter. Like just take the first one and then take a second one. Like it don't matter what it
hey,
is.
And then if you
hey,
feeling weird, take a third.
Cause bro, I'm telling you, dog, they gonna make you take the Johnson and Johnson when you go
hey,
back
it's gonna
down
be
there.
that. It's gonna be Johnson and Johnson, but they're gonna put that Pfizer label over the top.
Exactly. See, then I already gave you two of the Pfizer, so now they want to see what happened when they mix the Johnson and Johnson one shot with the two shots. That's why they told you to come down there three
All
times,
right,
man.
when you turn into a Ninja Turtle.
I, hey, we talk about you, man.
Oh man.
Hey, but moving on, I wanted to talk about another stock that had a good earnings play, like what Raheem was just talking about. We got Google. They just beat um they're a big this morning they are announcing a $50 billion buyback plan, and these guys are like going crazy. Big earnings beat with revenues growing 34%. So that right there is crazy.
Wow.
And that's probably gonna be my pick between them and like the Airbnb.
Oh yeah, we done forgot about Airbnb.
Yeah.
They done gave us a nice little dip.
Yeah, between Google and Airbnb, I'm thinking those are going to be my two picks.
I'll wait for the pullback so I can get in on some of these profits.
Yeah. Anybody else got any picks they want to share before we get off today?
Man, don't ask me about no picks, man. I don't think we got enough time.
You got
But
you got a list like that?
man, what
Hey,
is
if you
this?
got a
Is a
list like that,
prodigy.
man, just save it for the premium chat then.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, if you got a list
So
like that, save it for the premium chat. And
I
for all
I
our
do got
listeners,
like
man, that mean that you guys are gonna have to get in on the premium chat if you want to get access to it.
I do have like 5 hot ones right now. But I'll give y'all one.
Yeah, just give us one.
I'm gonna go with skills.
Oh, skills has been tearing it up.
Yes,
Yeah.
man. Skills is hot right now.
Yeah.
They had a little bit of a pullback yesterday, but man, skills is coming. You know, that's in the gaming industry, you know, and you've been
Yeah.
hearing about it in the news, you know, Kathy Woods, how she's been basically building up her portfolio and by purchasing skills. She's really long on skills, and man, just from my technical analysis, man, skills is ready. I mean, this is something I'm personally in on skills. I've been in on it since last week, and I've made a nice chunk of change off of last week, and it looks like it's ready to make another run today. As I look at it, how it's performing pre-market right now. So yeah, it's definitely my pick.
Good to hear.
I was looking at UPS was up 10% after their earnings.
Yeah.
And they
UPS was tearing it up
blew
yesterday.
up. And then Visa was the other one that I was looking at too.
Okay.
Just starting to, that discretionary income, people start moving around more. You gotta get those points rewards and all that. So,
and then don't forget, Visa has that exposure to Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Tesla surged by 74% on their earnings.
That's ridiculous.
Wait, did you say surge by? You didn't say go up $75. You said by 75%.
Well, 74.
Going crazy.
Jeez.
I mean, either way,
That's big. That's a big move.
Yeah.
That's a real big
I
move.
noticed a dip though right now. That's what's throwing me off.
let me see if it's too late for me to get in.
It may have actually moved like aftermarkets or something then.
Oh, it dipped after market.
Okay.
Yeah, it was up to 740 the
Oh,
other
wow.
day. Yesterday it got as high as 740. Right now you can get it for the clearance price of 692.
Oh, wow.
But it's looking like it's sitting on a good support level. So I mean, it would not be out of the question to see it today go from 690 to 712.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's not
and
bad.
yes, that's my expert 15-second analysis. Hey, y'all see how
That's your expert
pretty good.
15-second analysis.
y'all see how
Okay.
quick we can do that though.
Yeah, for real though. We are able to do that.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any more picks? If not, man, we want to encourage everybody to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and create a free account over on our Hack the Markets website, hackthemarketstrading.com. We have like watch lists and things of that nature that you all can take heed and look at. We got a weekly earnings report. We got a couple different things on there, webinars and things of that nature. Free Telegram chat. Got all that type stuff for the free. But of course, if you need a little bit more help, we have the premium services that we do have and basic services as well. So definitely check that out. We can help you guys with basically anything that you're trying to learn about with trading and actually learn how to be profitable with trading. So with all that being said,
Oh, AC, real quick. Can you cash out me some money after the show?
all right,
So I
guys,
can
we're
buy
gonna ask
Tesla?
you guys to like our Twitter and subscribe, like our Facebook page. And we'll talk to you guys Friday.
All right. Yeah.